Like, I could watch this team play together for next 2 years.
Rubik opening. I think that's a good start for them.
True.
It would be the 100th game for Team Secret as well. It
Then
would
it's
break
not
that
Rubik.
99 thing.
Well, then it's not going to be drafted next game.
Yeah, if the 99 meme continues, that's for sure.
It's hard to put too much into the... I can't fully get behind the back to basic stuff. I mean, they have like odd looking drafts to most of us, but it's...
But they're
there's always-
counter picking a lot of the time, aren't they?
Yeah, so yeah, that's like the main focus of a lot of these drafts, right? So you do get these like kind of clunky compositions or these weird combos, but again, it leaves more room for variance and inconsistency too, because you have to play very different lineups. You're not sure how these heroes feel together. Maybe sometimes you're like, okay, we have these heroes. This hero that normally starts fights or does this or that has to wait for someone else to do it or wait for a different role. It's just not the easiest to execute. But I wouldn't go too far as saying that they're just totally experimenting. They're just looking for an edge constantly.
You're saying it's just like a weakness of how they play, not necessarily they want to do it. It's just being secret.
Well, I mean, like, they're not purposely like, let's throw this draft off balance a little bit, introduce a little chaos for ourselves at the end. It's kind of just like they have to play. This is just the risk of playing that style of Dota.
And for Vici, what do you expect Winter for game 2? More of the same, I guess. They don't
They
really have to change too much.
They have to play better. We all kind of felt like they had the better draft, but they still struggled. That's not a good sign.
Yeah. How do they move over that, though? Because they'll know that themselves, won't they? When they came out the boot, they'll think, oof, we got lucky there. We had the better draft. We should have won the game easily, and we didn't. But, hey, we still won it. So, okay, let's head into game 2 with better focus. Or what is it?
I don't know, man. They've been always having this mid-game problems, and I think we mentioned that it might be because they have multiple voices controlling the team, resulting in the teamwork being a little bit like off, or people doing rush, and then this one guy decides, no, I'm not going to do the rush. I'm going to be outside to scout. And having one voice definitely helps a lot. Like,
sure. But we heard from GH earlier, from Matumba Man, and he said, GH is saying stuff, and Kuro's saying stuff.
That's different, because that's giving information, but ultimately making the call. Do we do the rush now or not? One person has to step up and say, yes, we do it now. No, we back off. The information part is fine. Oh, this guy is coming here.
Sure.
We see this guy.
But Liquid aren't even making that decision, are they? They're literally so in tune with each other that one is thinking, I wonder if Glyph's done. And someone else actually then says, hey, Glyph's done. So that is the next part of the puzzle to solve. And that player knows that's what the party's waiting for. And then the next player knows what he's got to do as well. Almost like, I don't know, some sort of psychically linked in there.
Yeah, they have a great chemistry together. I could actually listen to them and it'd probably not be too many words said because they just play the game. They can feel each other. I know back in the days when I was playing, there are a couple of players that you have a great chemistry with, so you don't have to talk a lot. You just play. You know what he's going to do. He knows
ping and go.
The opposite. Yeah, just ping and that's it. You don't even have to ping. Like you understand the timings. You understand what needs to be done. Also, one of the problems for Vici could be that Mikasa is drafting for them. So when he gets out of the booth, the laning stage works well, but after that, there's no voice what they need to do with the lineup that he drafted for them.
I kind of find that hard to believe, though, because they have Fenrir and Lamb. It shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah,
in theory, two very experienced players in there.
I'm not saying that there are 5 kids and there's one mature guy that's holding them together, and when he leaves, they just start acting up like a kids. But the decisions that they need to make, when to move, you could see in the previous game that first Roche fight. Bane is out of the pit, Tiny's out of the pit for no reason.
It's not so much, again, it's not so much just a Fenrir or a Lanham thing, because they talk a lot in the lane phase early on, setting things up for success, anticipating rotations. And then afterwards it becomes, if 11 is strong, he's going to do it. The cores just all have a bit kind of different ideas, and they're very... again, like the old EG team, it's kind of like everybody wants their own resources, wants their own farm. You can't necessarily get people together. And so there's a couple ways to do that through the draft, right? Like you can either have something that has to play as a death ball, or you have this kind of raid boss lineup where it's very clear who your feature player is going to be, and you're worried about protecting that guy. There's different solutions to that, but when it doesn't look good, you see like people seem to have different ideas or have different priorities, and then you approach a fight just totally out of position or in wrong formation, and then you just get blown away.
I felt they were on the same page like earlier during the seasons, though. There were some tournaments that I felt their teamwork, they were really good with their teamwork and chemistry.
Katowice, they look fantastic in the group stage.
It just feels like after they have many grand final losses, and maybe those kind of losses affect the team like mentally, and the trust with each other is
Right.
like maybe not as good as before.
Could well be. As we get into our second
10
draft
seconds remaining.
between Vici and Secret. Secret find themselves 1-0 down if you're just joining us for the second game. It is the final series of the day.
Secret is first pick this time, so we'll see what kind of draft are they gonna like prioritize. Are they gonna go back to something more general, or they're just gonna be be Secret again? Who knows?
Same for bans. Omni-Knight was banned or not in the previous game, I'm not sure. But the first 4 were pretty much the same.
I think they banned. Omni was also the ban from the previous game. So I think everything else should be the same. I don't feel like it's like the bans. It's mostly like the direction. They have to like pick what kind of heroes they want to
Yes,
pick.
exactly. Stop with the counter picking and just focus on your own draft. I mean, you need to counter pick to one extent, but can't have 4 heroes just to counter pick the enemy lineup. You're gonna end up with a mess.
Or do you think they actually have a plan in the last game? It wasn't all just counter picking.
They probably had a plan, man. Their team's secret.
Yeah, they banned the Prophet in the first game.
So they might go for a profit then, the first pick.
What else are there? Tusk, Prophet.
I hope we see a Pudge this game.
Why?
What?
On who?
It's just been a while. It's just, it's a fun hero to watch. Puppy hasn't played it in a while.
Jack,
They tend
You
to
do
pick-
know the hero has been nerfed, right?
Jack,
Okay.
you know how many games I have on Pudge.
You think
So
you think Puppy knows it's been nerfed? No, just,
the
you
hero
think
is just
Puppy cares that it's been nerfed?
You know if that first pick is a Pudge, I'm just done.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
hero
we're all done.
is nerfed way too
Like,
much.
Goodbye.
yeah.
We're off.
You need to buy the boots. You need to be ahead because Rot is so nerfed. You don't even slow the heroes on level 1. But then you have 3 tangos, Jack, and then you're literally nothing. You
Yeah,
get 2
boots-
hits and
Any,
you're done.
any cares nerfs? They said the Anti-Mage was nerfed. They said the Venomancer was nerfed. We're still seeing them.
Okay, Sand King is nerfed, but Sand King is good. That is a general hero to first pick.
Yes.
So that is, I think, a good direction that we are kind of hoping to see from Secret.
Yep.
Back to,
Much
back to
more
basics.
flexible as well because they can
Mhm.
run it in different lanes and different places. And we see a Bane again from Vici.
Oh, I like the mentality from Vici. If it's not broken, don't
fix
change it. Yep.
Used to often be Puppy's philosophy as well. There are games where he would pick basically
Yeah.
the same draft next game. He's like, hey, we just didn't play well this game. And it takes a lot of confidence to do that because it's very easy to just start questioning everything.
Okay.
Okay, Core Shadow Demon. Is it? No.
No, why would it be core? Just for the lols, huh?
Well, no, it's been it was buffed. It's been buffed continually. It was playable as a
Hey,
core.
wait. So how does it work with Tiny? Because if you buy eggs, you break. Oh no, you can't break the ulti.
Yeah, so
But the buff is before you get.
It's
like
7 seconds now, but how does it work with status resistance?
not sure.
I'm not sure because I didn't see it. We need Redditors to explain it to us. They know everything. 10K Shadow Demon players.
Last time they played this was 5 months ago.
I think it's it's pretty good against the Bane because you have a save against the grip, and like you guys mentioned, he's received a ton of buffs on the hero. The ulti is like super strong right now.
I can also tell you that the last time they played it 5 months ago, they lost with it against Team Empire.
That's not good.
So it's up a lot of things. So a lot of threats. There's the Luna removed by Vici Gaming and natural pairing with the Shadow Demon. But you're also talking about Terror Blade. You have spell threats like Kunkka and Marana who can kind of synergize very well with that. These are all possibilities for Secret. And Shadow Demon, I mean, when it was popular, even before the buffs, again, a hero that synergizes with a lot and also shuts down a lot of some of these melee cores. It provides real problems for them because they can't. Their BKB doesn't protect them from just being rooted in place.
Yep, especially in the later stages of the game. So they might even go for OD. That could be a good ban for Vici Gaming because Shadow Demon pretty much is amazing against the Bane, is really good against the Tiny in the later stages as well with the Soul Catchers.
Do you think they might want to
So
go for like?
If you have an OD Shadow Demon, you have like 2 saves, which Team Secret likes to have from time to time.
I kind of
played
like
it
maybe
before.
Invoker more because they have like set up for Sunstrike. Maybe that's also like a good combo to like we've seen that before in the past because the Soul Catcher amplifies the Sunstrike a lot. I mean those are options and they do run like Invoker from time to time. There's definitely a lot of like options you can go for with this opening. It doesn't reveal too much about what your direction is. They have catch, they have good team fight, laning phase is okay. It's more of like the general direction, how they feel that they want to play against Vici. Last game, Vici had a very, very heavy team fight composition. So maybe they will want to like go for more team fight themselves this game instead of just trying to counter pick a lot like the last game.
So with the Nyx Assassin ban, they probably want to aim for OD again. Yeah, either that or they want to have an offlaner, a Batrider. But it's not that good against the Shadow Demon because you can just use the disruption.
And the purge is annoying for you too when you're kidnapping the enemy hero.
Yeah.
There's other heroes that this protects too. There's certainly the Pugna. There's also potentially the Tinker. If you're looking at another illusion hero or with your Shadow Demon, and you have the Tinker. It becomes very difficult to close the gap.
So there's no Elder Titan this game for Lamb. I would say a good replacement would actually be the Kunkka. Bane plus Kunkka. Laning phase not as strong, but you get a lot of like useful stuff like the team fight. You're gonna provide a lot for that. You have X Mark to initiate.
I'll tell you something else I haven't thought about here is the Naga.
The Naga for what, Vici? They don't have like a song into like a super combo though, so I'm not very sure about that. Generally, you see teams pairing Naga with a combination hero.
10 seconds remaining.
So they go back for the OD.
Yeah. And the Bat is a very strong pick for Vici as well, so we'll see where the Secret decide to take it away. I think it's unlikely with what they've picked so far though.
Sniper will be good against OD. Maybe we'll see that.
A few of those.
Yeah,
during the group stage, very effective.
Yeah, picking it here might expose it a little bit. Vici has 2 picks left, and they can move the Tiny to the off lane and get something else that helps
well
close the
sniper.
gap. Yeah.
Or they could do a TB 4th pick. TB is quite good against the heroes. Yep.
It's a block deny as well.
He has to be very careful with his initiations though, because we mentioned the double save from Bane, OD. But definitely like a good pick because of the lane matchup. If you ever end up, if it's a carry OD, OD doesn't really like laning against Batrider. Batrider is also really good against a carry, like if Tiny's carry.
Yeah.
So it pretty much makes it a bit annoying for Vici because you don't want to lane any of those calls against the Batrider. You're probably gonna want like some like Lifestealer, Juggernaut, Weaver kind of hero, someone that lanes well against the Batrider. Juggernaut. Those are the
so
heroes.
they need a hero that's good against the Batrider.
So I guess this is the hero that they're gonna lane up against the Batrider.
That doesn't seem that strong at all. I mean, it's good because
He can't
he's probably
kill
gonna
you.
skill 1-1-1 with the time dilation. He slows Batrider so much, and it puts it on the cooldown. But most of the teams just pick either Lifestealer, which is bad choice against the Shadow Demon, of course. But then you have Weaver that they could have gotten maybe.
It's very
instead.
greedy though, like having Void and OD. Like both of those heroes need a lot of farm, and they are very long cooldown ulti heroes. I don't know.
Void, it's probably going to be an 11 Void, but the point remains. It takes some time to really.
You don't think it's a carry Void and offlane Tiny?
No.
They're still thinking. I mean, they can swap things around to see what the matchup is.
Their most popular way of playing the Void is with Paparazzi on it. 11's barely played it.
I think it's a little bit too greedy if they have it carry Void this game.
What about if they swap the Tiny to the offlane already and play 11 on that? Because they have done that a little bit more often.
Maybe, but we'll have to see. Right now, I'm leaning more towards like Secret gonna aim to play like a quicker game. Good lane. They have like maybe a Sand King Batrider dual lane to pressure. I could see TB still working because they have the Disrupt to save him during the Chronosphere. TB is great against like the OD because you outrange him.
If they really want to play faster, I think something we've seen them pick earlier, like an Ursa, might work here. It can be tough to lane against. as the Void and even as a tiny few of help.
But they have
And,
so much I don't know. They have like
there's
so much
disable.
disables for him.
There's disable for it, but if the lanes go well, you secure the early Roshans, and it needs itemization for these heroes to really be able to threaten it if they want to go with that route.
I mean, that's true. We've seen certain. What was it? There was a game where the team had a long cooldown and the enemy team just abused the Roche to deal with the cooldowns. CK.
They're going for the red lineup, and they're
Illusion
dire.
lineup. Come on, illusion lineup.
I mean, OD deals well with the illusions, but
10
It's a long
seconds
cooldown.
remaining.
it's not that strong. If you think about it, he can't really hit CK. If he splits and tries to go on you, you're gonna probably need to back out. So a lot of control coming out from Team Secret already.
Yeah, the Visage ban, Vici maybe looking to finish things off with Disruptor.
They could use some tower
10
damage as well,
seconds
some
remaining.
earlier tower damage since CK is banned out. How does Lash do
5
against
seconds remaining.
against OD on a mid lane? Should be alright.
I think Lash will win the lane if, because Lash is so strong right now. You just like spam lightning. I think you'll be doing fine. Get more last hits.
It's our first CK of the tournament, by the way.
Secrets
Only our
turn.
second Shadow Demon as well.
Oh, there was one game Shadow Demon.
Yeah, but they lost, I think.
They
It
did.
was Mineski or...
If they hadn't picked that, I would have thought Wraith King was
10
another
seconds
possibility as well. The ults that you kind of just live through or can trade a lot
They have
for.
they have so
5
much
seconds
stuns for Suntrack. I kind of still like the Invoker
Radiant
pickup for
team
them.
pick.
Nope.
So
they
that's
actually
mid one Kunkka.
they actually take the Kunkka.
Ding,
I mean,
ding.
it's actually really good against the Chrono because you just like mitigate all the damage dealing coming out into the Chrono, and it's also a hero that would
Deny pick.
finish Vici's lineup. So I think that's quite a good
10
pick here for
seconds
Secret,
remaining.
finishing their lineup. They have a lot of setups for the Torrent, the Bolt combo.
5 seconds
No,
Yeah,
no
just-
red draft either for Lacoste, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's a lot of control. Again, talked about the setup.
Choose your
Oh, that's a
Okay.
lot of
Long, what?
a lot
That's
of
all
saves,
cooldown,
but
that's
big
all
cooldowns. Yeah,
So it is an off-lane Void.
It's another raid boss lineup, this time with more combo potential, but I feel like it's not nearly as strong
Nah, I think
at the start of the game.
too greedy though. I feel.
Yeah, I agree. I think Secret has a better draft this game, and given how last game was played, I got to give the edge to Secret in this one.
Yep.
Okay. So Secret for Jack.
Same for me. They have the better draft. They're the better team. They played really well last game, and yeah, Secret.
Okay.
sign me up as well for Team Secret. I mean,
Yeah.
I love the draft overall. It has more synergy. They have a good save, and it's going to be pretty hard to fight. Even if they land a Chrono, there's a disruption. You need to catch either Shadow Demon or Kunkka. If he uses a boat, that's going to mitigate a lot of the damage.
All right. Okay. Well, they're all on the Team Secret train here at the panel. Time to head back to the arena and join Capitalist and Blitz for game number 2.
Well, I can tell you this crowd certainly isn't on the Secret chain. They're hoping that Vici Gaming will be able to close this out 2-0. Winter did say he expected for Game 2 of Secret they were going to run something a little bit more normal draft-wise. Now, it's not the most normal draft in the world, but it does seem like the panel prefer it.
Yeah, it's Secret normal. I see a lot of people
and the
talking.
fact that they have Kunkka
Yeah, it's
mid.
like-
Yeah.
Okay.
They have an
where were
ace
you-
hero.
The thing is, when it works, it really works. And sometimes
Mm-hmm.
in Dota, you're going to look a little bit silly because you're going to be the first people to try something out a little bit different. Like when VP picks CM, it's like, well, it's genius.
Yeah.
But if Secret lose with it, it's like suddenly she's a garbage hero. Nah, it doesn't work like that. Dota never works like that.
And which would you rather be? Would you rather be Secret, look a little foolish sometimes, but still be one of the best teams in the world with a big hero versatility? Or would you rather be Newbie, who are like, well, this is a strategy that we know in and out and are still losing?
Yeah. Fortune favors the bold. Somebody told me, I can't remember who it was like, I think I told you this quote a while ago. Like, Newbie's a good team, but they're super predictable.
Yeah.
Like the Chinese teams in that regard are they're becoming more predictable. Like the movements that they make, the picks that they make, they're becoming a lot more static. And as a result, like the scene is suffering a little bit. And the teams that are willing to venture and play very aggressively and play to win are the ones that are succeeding right now. And we saw that last game.
11. Oh, no.
11.
He's going to use a time walk. That's not a good sign. Goes to the torrent. He's not going to land that, but they still have the burrow strike to set up.
It is
They
on
also have a
cooldown for a
disruption
while.
possible. 14 seconds, all 11. You're just going to have to straight up juke this one out. He's going to be next to the cliff. This is a good time for a disruption from Puppy. Lays it out now. They've got another burrow strike coming up. That's going to be surrounding Old 11. He's not going to be able to make his way around these illusions, and that will be your first blood for Yapzor.
11 is, and that's what we talked about in the last game, where sometimes 11 will just do stuff.
Yeah.
And he's going to die, and you're going to laugh at him, but he's going to be 0-4 and somehow winning his lane.
That might just be true because he is in a 1v1. Once again, Vici Gaming are going to try and set that one up for him. I think it was Secret last time who tried to do the aggro tri-lane. Our mid lane matchup is going to be the OD versus the Kunkka. Mid one, specialty heroes of his. Yapzor does have the boots first. They're going to be able to get the Corn-Torin combination off of this one. The imprisonment not going to be there for Paparazzi. Just going to get back to the tower, though, and will survive off of about 70 HP.
Not getting early levels here.
So what does that mean? Our aggro tri-lane is the Tiny, Bane, and Phoenix. What do you think about this Phoenix last pick? The panel seemed to hate it.
They hated it, huh?
Yeah.
What is the change? The AoE is bigger.
Yep. From the Supernova, goes from 1,000 to 1,300, so a pretty big increase.
And you turn into like the literal sun.
And you are now the literal sun. There is no darkness or Luna ults that can change.
Yeah, you take priority.
Mid one?
Oh, mid one.
Mid one? Mid one?
Paparazzi?
Oh, okay. Hey, he knew he was going to be fine.
He was chill the entire time. Didn't even sweat it.
Well, he is at least going to be able to send mid one, the long walk back to base.
Illusion rune at bottom. Ooh, I like that. Rune cam. And Yapzor is going to take over the lane for the time being. Ace is kind of suffering as a result of this, though. They don't have 3 heroes up here. And Puppy is only an SD. You get to do that, but...
Defensive disruption every 25 seconds is not a great way to be able to win the lane. And Tiny is going to rock you when it comes to CS, that's for sure, thanks to his tree. Pretty hard to beat that one, even with the Chaos Knight, who naturally has some very great stats. Ace taking a little bit more harassment here, down to below half HP. Lonham does have his level 2 if they want to go for this dive, and sure enough, they will go for the dive out. Ace is going to be slowed down, managed to get the stun.
That's a lot of damage.
On, but they've already slowed down the attack speed. He does have the Shadow Poison on him, managed to get a Magic Wand out. A little bit more damage coming out from the Fire Spirits, lands on Ace. Lonham's going to challenge Ace, see if he can get the hit in first.
Who's getting it
and
first?
It looks like he is going to be able to challenge that 1v1 and win it. Ori needs to make his way out, does have a toss up, going to be hit by the Caustic Finale. Toss him over to the Creeps. That's a good way to separate. Instant stun onto the Bane. Does have Brain Sap though. He'll turn around, does also have a Nightmare, so he'll slow down Yapzor. Puppy has no more mana, wakes up Yapzor, looks for the Burrow Strike in 1 second time. Oh no, doesn't get it. Yapzor, whoopsies.
The whiff. It looked like he just got tossed into a kill on the Bane instead.
Yeah.
It's like, take him instead. But instead, it's going to lead to nothing from Secret, and Vici going to walk away with the second kill of the game. Could have been the first blood if it wasn't for 11's move that he made. And like we talked about, 11, despite the deaths, this guy almost always seems to do well in his lanes.
So we've seen a lot of Kunkkas picked up against Gyrocopters. What do you think about the core Kunkka in this game for Secret?
I think it's okay. There's a lot of follow-up damage. I'd imagine it's good against the Tiny and the Void. You can't really do too much about the X with those heroes. It lends itself to a lot of team fight at the very least.
Yeah. Jump onto Ori. Nothing major gonna come of it here. We do have an Invis rune spotted by the illusion of the Bat Rider. Not sure if anybody on Secret's really going to take advantage of that. Mid one, taking a lot of damage here. Fortunately for him, though, Paparazzi got a little bad luck and is now out of mana. Didn't get the procs that he needed to keep those arcane orbs going.
Mid one using a lot of his money, though, on just regen. Brought another salve, has one queued up, and doesn't get the... Oh, there he grabs it.
More and more orbs.
All right, you got one more. Then you're out.
Paparazzi, you really going to stay this far forward? Mid one is now
Paparazzi.
healed up. He's just Oh, he doesn't seem to care. He's taken so much mana away from the Kunkka that he has no mana to be able to torrent.
Yeah, he's got enough for the X. And he's got to be careful about that because he doesn't have the Astral.
Yeah.
This is going to force...
Oh,
Paparazzi.
they know. He wants to rotate to the Shrine. They absolutely know what's going on. The Bat Rider catches him in the act. All right, that was pretty easy to read. Minwan's like, this guy's sticking around until 5 minutes. Fada, come gank him for me.
Fada, just get this fool out of here.
Get him out of here. And that's exactly what happens. He dies.
Get this man out. That's going to help Fada's game a lot.
Yeah, because he was already having a rough game in this bottom lane. 29 and 12 for Old 11.
But that is a solo kill on an OD that was level 5, the highest level in the game, so that's going to bump him back up in levels. He was a full level behind the Faceless Forward before that.
Gonna go on Ori. Fire Spirits immediately come out from the Phoenix, fearing that there was going to be a go here. Yeah. And you can definitely tell this lane, it cannot kill you with just spells. It's got to get some right clicks in. So the Fire Spirits is actually pretty effective at slowing down the Chaos Knight's damage.
More salves. So much of mid one's gold going just for regen.
So he may be kind of close to the OD when it comes to CS. But oh, now that he's dead, oh my goodness.
Those salves.
How does mid one keep doing this? He keeps on surviving top lane. Managed to get a two-man stun. Avalanche comes out first though. And here comes the Bane. Managed to get a Nightmare onto Yapzor, woken up by Puppey. So
Ori just going to walk away.
He does have a healing salve to be able to use after the poison fades.
Everyone's got a salve. They don't look like he used the Shrine up bottom. And now he's going to return to the lane with full everything. But with 20 int built up on this OD.
Again, we're going to go for the top lane. Disruption onto Ori. Not going to slow him down. He's going to be able to get the toss combination on the Sand King. A jump forward by Lanham. He wants to be able to go for more. Gets the Fire Spirit on Ace. Again, to slow down that damage. Ace is not able to stick around and really go for the kill on Lanham as a result. They have to back away. Vici Gaming looking a little worse for wear here after that fight, but they did manage to get the kill. That's what's important.
And mid one is really getting annoyed right now in this lane, but...
I mean, you don't have to win this aggro lane if you're Vici Gaming, right? Because you're winning mid and bottom so handedly.
I mean, it's going okay for them so far. But net worth is what matters.
Wait. What is our OD's net worth? Why is it? It's got some items on courier or what? It's got to. Okay. So we got a lot more items coming in. No, those are Fenrir's items.
None of those are his.
Did we miss something?
I think my...
Why is he missing so much?
My dude's just poor, I think. Oh. 11.
Lasso into a torrent
Nice
combination, but he does have a wand as well as
he
time
popped it
walk.
too
He's going
early.
to be able to survive. He's going to chronosphere this to stay alive, or is he just going to try and run away? 4 sticky napalm stacks, and he does have a shrine up. He'll stay alive a little bit longer for now. Now the chronosphere goes out, stays inside the shrine area, has no help from his allies. So, okay. Didn't want to blow that ultimate, finally had to. A toss back onto a sleep target. That is going to be awkward for Ace. The tri-lane continues to stay kind of even. Vici Gaming remaining here all the way into 8.5 minutes, which is longer than we see most tri-lanes stick around. Lasso used by Fada, not able to get the kill on the Void. Nothing happens as a result.
Both players mid are just really poor.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm looking both at our OD and our Kunkka, and they are exceptionally poor.
Yeah, there's some like weird poverty battle going on right now.
They just like mass
I
out
can understand it
denies.
from mid one because he bought a lot of salves.
Yeah, and our OD also denied 27 times, but he's also got 40 CS, so...
Yeah. He bought like 5 salves just to be able to survive in that lane. To his credit, he didn't die. And both games now, this is some of the worst starts I've seen for mid one in the series.
Value Shrine here. Maybe this will change. After all, it is a big team fight hero. Once you get to level 7, level 8, you've got a lot of kill potential on solo heroes. The chain stun of the Torrent and the boat. So there is opportunity for mid one to just kill his way into a lead.
Yeah, that's what he's going to have to do. Yapzor instantly cancels his Sandstorm thinking that there's vision there. I think the sentry just faded. It's going to reset things a little bit, but it is a early 1K gold lead. Just at 10 minutes, these teams look so evenly matched. By the way, I wanted to mention in game number 1, it felt like even though Secret had like a little bit of a lead, that Vici was going to win that game, right?
Yes.
And I think it comes down to the fact that they didn't have anyone to deal with the lanes.
Okay.
And so if you notice, like every time Secret would try to go for a play, Vici would always shove in the lanes because of the Abaddon being able to play aggressively.
Right.
But in this game, they've got the Bat Rider that can do it, the Kunkka that can do it. Like they have 2 heroes that can
Sand
aggressively.
King,
Yeah.
super good support.
They've got
for
3
it.
heroes that can do it. And the Shadow Demon with Poison. So
Oh,
now
yeah.
it's a lot more focus on dealing with the waves so that they can make plays.
Mid one, seeing if he can catch someone with this push coming in the top lane. Meanwhile, a Nightmare out. Sand King going to come back out. Yapstar does manage to hit the Burrow Strike onto the OD.
Yeah, a little bit of an
Will
unlikely
survive.
kill.
Does Lanham get caught just yet? They spotted him for a second off the Poison. The Torrent's going to come out as well. Doesn't land. Lanham will stay alive a little bit longer.
Yeah, the Kunkka is wasting so much time on this. He needs to get a kill. Even if he X's, he doesn't have the Torrent follow-up. Lanham is aware of that.
Meanwhile, Ori's as the Tiny. That's the other core that's missing. Vici Gamer using him to jungle, while Secret is using mid one to try and take a tower. And they will take it too. See if they get to the deny.
time walk.
Nice play.
Time walks forward so that they can coordinate the deny. Very well done.
This is pretty interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a Tiny jungle this extensively around that 10-minute mark, but he is off map, and once he picks up this Shadow Blade, there's no reason for Secret to really know when he's going to pop out and kill somebody.
You notice that mid one just continues to try to go for kills right now.
Bottom lane, they're going to try and go for another kill here. The Burrow Strike into the Torrent. Now a boat with an X. Wow, that is a lot of commitment from Secret to kill a Bane.
I think he's decided that he needs kills to get back into this game.
And he's not wrong.
I like what they're doing, though. They're trying to give both their supports to the side lanes, give them XP. Phoenix is a greedier support. Puppey gonna run into this Phoenix. He's got to be careful. He's out of mana.
Puppey is not going to be able to take advantage of this one, and they are going to use the Chronosphere for the kill. 11, just feeling it, you know.
Why not?
And sometimes it's hard to get the make Chronosphere early on feel very useful.
Yeah.
So to get those kind of kills, worth it
Bat
now.
Rider.
Time dilation is going to slow down the Bat Rider, who
He's
popped the
invis.
Invis rune after throwing down the sticky napalm, so he can just get in front of this push with his fire and do so completely unpunished.
That's gonna force Vici down here. They want to take this fight.
If they can't take the tower, they'll challenge the push at bottom lane, and they're going to
They
go
want
for
the
mid one
Kunkka.
with a Shadow Blade. They've almost blown him up already. Another tree smack to the face. Mid one drops down. Vici Gaming get the advantage once again. 1,000 gold lead plus 4-3 gold hero lead.
They're playing so fast around the map. They make that top play. They immediately go for bottom. Secret thought that was just going to be a gimme tower. But Vici says, nothing is free in this world.
And now, this Ori Shadow Blade Tiny is such a big threat. Watch him.
It's so fast.
He's going to hit Yaptor, blow him up with a combination, and he doesn't really even need the help of the Faceless Void.
The timing on it is so quick. Their decision to go for the aggro, secure his lane, has really paid off. Level
All right,
6 on the
Lanham
Phoenix.
does have these. Okay,
He's 100% dead.
he did not get any Fire Spirits out.
That was optimistic.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he thought was going to happen there. But now Supernova is on cooldown and he's dead. They're going to go for the kill here on Ace with the Fiend's Grip.
And
They
the
can
stun.
actually just get 1 or 2 bashes. They definitely got this kill and they've already got it. They even brought Paparazzi over just to make sure. You could see Vici Gaming, they keep on bringing those extra heroes to these kills just to ensure they actually do get it and there's no team fight from Secret behind it.
Yeah. They're just saying, get the kill, move. And I like it. Their cores are being really abusive right now. This is how you're going to create space for this OD, but with a lot of these abilities down, Secret going to come down, trying to make the defense themselves. Both teams defending out their tier 1 towers.
What do you think about this Helmet Dominator build for, Ori's going to be caught. 1 second stun, that's all, and Ori will get away with a Shadow Blade. And the rest of the heroes from Vici Gaming
We've got
are
Chrono in 2.
about to come into
1.
this mid lane. Thought better of it.
Sorry, what was your question?
Helmet Dom for the Void.
I noticed that everyone just seems to get it now on offlaners. Like Underlords,
Yeah.
Void, why not? It's good control. It adds another layer of team fight.
Here in this situation, it gives you a stun.
This is what I wanted to mention about it. Oh, hold that thought. 11.
He's going to be caught with the imprisonment. Fada
Wonder if he just goes for it.
Yeah, I think he's got to maybe just leap
Maybe
or
he gets
strike
two
up
here.
through. Okay, maybe they're going to be able to fight this one.
The
What a
three-man
huge
torrent.
torrent with the bow coming
Yeah,
in from
with the ult.
behind, and now the turnaround. Secret will overwhelm Vici Gaming in a beautiful combination. Midwan said, I got to get some kills to get back in this game, and boy, did he. Just managed to pick off 2 cores of Vici Gaming. Might just find a support here.
Knocks him out.
Flame break, that's not going to land the torrent. Fenrir's
might
going
try
to
to
make
go
sure
for the
they slow
turnaround.
down some of these heroes. They do manage to get the X, and he does have a supernova. Going to be pulled back, managed to get the flight away. Yamsur wasn't close enough to get a disable off of it.
Oh, that 3-man torrent was disgusting. And the follow-up ult from Yapsor.
Ori? Oh, don't do it, Ori. He was
Ori.
thinking about it. He thought about it.
Be careful. This is not the fight that you want to take, even with the supernova. And indeed, he's just going to farm the creep. Secret looked like they were going to disengage, but with 3 levels of X, mid one right now is looking for it. But instead, it's just going to deal with the wave. And they're going to send heroes up the top.
All right, William. We might have a fight here, but I did notice you had that moment of brilliance.
Yeah, I figured it out. Or
Okay.
at least I think I did. Hold that thought. As Secret. They've got vision here, so they should know about this. There's no way they take a bad fight.
Yeah.
Both teams have vision in this area. All right, so I think that Void's biggest issue in the mid and early game is that you can't get kills without committing chrono. It's what makes him like what we call a slower hero, because if you're a support and you see a Void time walk in, you know that he has to chrono to kill you. Otherwise, you just walk away, stun him, and run. And by going for the Helm of Dom, that possibility now doesn't exist because you've got a stun follow-up. You can then get the time dilation. It allows you to get a few more auto attacks off. And it lets you actually pressure heroes on the map. Because this Bane, if he goes for the channeled Fiend's Grip, if you have a creep with you at all times, you're almost always going to be able to dispel it yourself.
Yeah.
So I think it speeds up the process of the hero and allows him to transition from the mid game into the late game, which is what this hero's been suffering from for quite some time.
Or he spotted Yapsor. He saw him for a moment in the trees, so he tried to catch him there.
Oh, hey.
Okay, just straight up supernova. They don't have a TP. Yapsor is going to burrow himself deeper and deeper in until he can get the TP out. Old 11. Is he going to time walk into the right spot? He is not.
That was another wasted supernova.
This used to be a Lanham hero.
Yeah, Lanham is just using them. He's just tossing them out.
All right.
Like, there's no cooldown. Might as well, but no, there's 90 seconds on the deck.
Yeah, that's a big team fight spell.
Yeah, that's the way that you're going to deal with the Kunkka's Rum, I think, too. So when he tries to push forward, you just pop the supernova. He can't ever get the combo off on you.
Right.
And it forces them to deal with that first. Secret.
Slight lead for Secret. Could he be even bigger here as they catch Fenrir? Missed the torrent. Doesn't matter, obviously. Secret have brought 4 heroes here. They thought maybe it would be a team fight. Not the case. Vici Gaming just leave Fenrir to die. Helm Dom also helps you with farming, right?
Yeah. And it turns Void into a split pusher.
Yeah.
The way that Dota works is if you want to ever make plays, you need to split push the map, open it up, force a hero to show up on one side of the map. Then you get a little bit more information, and you can just smoke to that area because you'll have vision there most likely. It also makes it easier for your supports to play too, because they can be more aggressive with their warding. The more that the lanes are pushed in, the more that your supports get to get a little bit deeper on the map and actually place meaningful wards.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're always dealing with the creeps right in front of you, where are you really going to ward? You've got to smoke to do it yourself.
Right.
And smokes become so much more valuable as the game goes on.
Ganking and even just putting yourself behind a core that's farming, that takes time.
Yeah.
You can't have a support just being the one to hit creeps all the time.
Creeps determine everything in this game, man. Void's going to go for the Blink Dagger next. Trying to open up in position. I like this item build by him. I think from game number 1 they learned that whoever gets to jump off first is usually going to win the fights.
Yeah.
Or if you can counter-initiate, and the Blink Dagger allows you to do both in this game.
What do you think about the build that Sumail has been going for? Is
Yeah,
we're actually going to watch Puppy?
I think he does that
Maybe go
because
down.
EG is greedy with stuns.
Yeah.
Oh, Centaur is in the thick of things.
What do you mean by that? You mean they don't have a whole lot of stuns, or
Yeah.
do you mean they just want more? A lot.
In the game against Mineski, they only had 1 stun.
Yeah. That was.
They
That
had-
was
It was the chrono, and that was it. Whenever he used the chrono, Mineski were like, let's end the game.
yeah. That game ended pretty quickly as a result.
It's like he missed 1 chrono, and then the game was over.
Yeah. Here we've got plenty of different opportunities for Disable. Old 11 doesn't need to be the be-all, end-all initiator. He can hit some good chronos sometimes, but other times he's going to have Ori jumping in. They've got the Fiend's Grip in reaction to whatever Secret are going to try and do. Even the Supernova is decent. One Puppy's going to run to the smoke gank that Vici Gaming threw out. They're going to go ahead and Chronosphere him. Again, not feeling too pressured, but the lasso, with just a Shadow Demon down, they can actually fight this one. They are going to be able to get the control, but nice imprisonment. As he comes back, he's going to have the Phoenix heal over the top. Vici Gaming are going to be able to get 11 out alive. Now Fada jumps forward, time dilation, slowing him down. The man to get the kill, though, with a beautiful torrent. Landing on Ori. He has to turn and fight. He is dead. Secret, just ball up and run at Vici Gaming, win a big team fight. Now going to try and take that Tier 1 tower. Thanks to the buyback on Puppy, they felt confident. Not sure if it actually made the difference, but it definitely made Secret feel confident they could take the engagement.
Yeah, Puppy must be super confused right now because they just opened up with the chrono on them.
Yeah.
Vici must be thinking that that was just a solo engagement. Like they were just going to grab the SD and that was that. But Secret...
Because in that situation, it should be a tiny, right?
Yeah.
Just blowing them up, 10 seconds later, most of your spells are off cooldown. Not a big deal.
No, that's completely correct. If you commit the tiny there, he just goes in, kills the SD, you can continue to move on. But they didn't have any other follow-up, and Lanham also didn't get his egg off once again.
You could see as a result, Secret, they saw him go down, they're like, we're fighting this one. Fada,
100%.
If they could have actually just blown up 11 here, would have even looked maybe even better for them. They could have just ran, killed 11, and then immediately gone for paparazzi afterwards. As a result, though, they did kind of have to chase for these extra kills.
And I like how aggressive Fada's playing. Blinks forward into 4 heroes, no fear. He was pivotal there. Very nice initiation. Highest net worth in this game. Not easy for the Bat Rider to do.
Oh, the epicenter with the lasso. They're going to pull him into it. See if they can blow him up with the imprisonment save. Once again, the Burrow Strike is just half a second too late. Now Paparazzi drops the ultimate to slow down these heroes. But 11, he's still in fighting shape. Even if Paparazzi is gone, they're going to get the sleep out. Doesn't really slow down Ace. The Fiend's Grip is there, though. And they don't really have a disable out anytime soon to be able to stop that one because Ori is pounced on the Sand King. He's killed him and hastes himself away. They lost Paparazzi, gave up his life for 11 there. Not normally what you'll see a carry do, but Vici Gaming are willing to do that for each other.
I thought that was crazy for a second. I was like, why is this OD trading his life willingly? And somehow it kind of works out. There's a nice follow-up. They needed those kills, especially on the Ace. They need to slow down any of the cores on the side of Team Secret.
It really does seem like that Vici Gaming is looking a little bit different than many other Chinese teams who have already been eliminated. We've been talking all week long on the panels how they've been playing quite slow, that they focus a little bit too much on farm, not playing enough smoke ganks, not being aggressive enough on these hero kills. Vici Gaming, they are definitely matching the pace that Secret wants to take in this game.
Yeah. The one thing I noticed about the other 3 teams that got eliminated today is whenever they go for these one-off maneuvers, it never feels like they're satisfied with just getting 1 kill. It feels as though the other teams needed to go for like these huge engagements. And everyone just out-greeted them or out-farmed and then got into a position where they were able to just bludgeon them with their superior net worth. Or positioning. And this time around, it feels as though Vici, like, the play goes to show you how they think about the game. When they went for the mid play on a Puppy, just like chrono him and get a kill and move.
Yeah.
It's okay if we don't get this giant 5-on-5 team fight.
Yeah, we're not newbie. We don't need to just be all in on the 5-man engagement. We could take these little kills, continue to grind whatever advantage we can. Of course, they're not actually the ones in the advantage. I hear a Chronosphere, and that is on an illusion, I believe.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
Still, it goes to show you 11's like, nah.
So
never scared.
I think it was just a Shadow Demon self-disruption illusion. He just...
I didn't see.
Set up at the bottom lane. Yapsor by himself is certainly not enough to kill Paparazzi. He's got 1,700 HP, but maybe Ace with an Invis rune. Now there's an idea.
That's what we're talking about, by the way. 11 is never scared to make that play. Can't get gun shy.
Yeah.
Secret smoked up. Trying to look for something right now. This is a very nice play from them. Connecting to the wave that's already at the tower. But they know that no one's going to go there, so they're looking towards mid. And if they don't get it, I think they just hit this tower instead. It's a free tier 2. If no one's here to defend it.
Oh,
Look at how far Ace is pushed
They really want this kill, though. They're still looking around that mid lane. Finally, though, at least you already have Ace hitting that bottom tier 2. Vici Gaming not getting anywhere near it. They're kind of playing spread out on the left-hand side of the map and near top. It's where 11's going to be playing right now, trying to hit this tier 2 now. Fada's already set up, and he's going to be able to get a lasso combination with Yapzor, but they need the beautiful combination to be perfect, and they don't even get the start on it. 11's spider senses were tingling there.
And Secret back out of bottom because they know that they've shown 2 of their initiators up at top. That's going to scare them a little. OD has the BKB now completed.
We have a Blink Dagger coming in for the Chaos Knight. Secret playing on the high
waiting on
ground
top of the
here.
hill.
They're going to run into Ori or not.
Or he's going to go the safe and long way. Not greedy at all.
Smart man,
Now he's
Shadow
gonna
Blade,
smoke.
but now there's a Sentry lying in wait. Is Ori going to stumble into this trap?
There's everyone from Secret here. And on the flip side, Vici, they don't have their Void. He does have a TP if necessary.
So Secret, they're trapped in work, so now they're going to try and force it onto the OT, but already Lanham's out, trying to protect the paparazzi as best as possible. He's actually got a BKB with the Supernova already, with the Fiend's Creep as well. Ace comes in, blows up at least one, actually the Nightmare Protection for a moment. Now he manages to get the kill, but the Supernova stun onto Ace, as well as that percentage-based damage from the Phoenix is going to be easily enough to clean up one core. They're going to look for more. Fada, he is away. He was inside those trees, but didn't get vision of him in time. Vici Gaming felt like Secret, they wanted the kill so badly. They committed to sitting on that high ground for so long, and then because they didn't get it, they just kind of forced it.
Yeah, they were willing to take that fight because they had vision. Yapzor could have kept blown up potentially. No, gets the stun off.
Gets a little bit away, but now the Chronosphere is going to be able to catch him. 11, no care. He takes those.
That's what I'm talking about. He's always willing to commit those single-man Chronos. Get the kill, get out.
And what it means is another 30 seconds where Secret is going to be down a man. As the Chaos Knight and Shadow Demon come back up, the Sand King will be gone, but Vici Gaming are not going to push their luck. Feeling good about the game. They're not going to go for that tier 2. Back up, farm some more. It is beginning, Blitz Dota, to feel a little bit like a repeat of Game 1.
It's different, though, because they have a lot more initiation and ways to deal with the waves. So they don't have to hard commit to these fights as much. The reason why they took that fight was because they had vision for so long in that area. And if you commit over a minute to being down there and you walk away with nothing, that is rough. Because you know that Vici's just farming during that time period.
Yeah.
And they thought that the OD was separated enough from the rest of his team. But Vici were so fast. And look at this Phoenix. Has a fully completed Shiva's Guard.
That is massive. Attack speed is already a big problem for these
great
heroes.
Against the CK. He has been mopping up the CK right now. That percentage-based damage and the heal is so nice for his team.
It's great.
OD's going to get the Hurricane Pike.
Would you at least agree that it's similar to Game 1 in that Vici Gaming do have the better late game, and they are in kind of control of the game, so they're okay with just chilling out a little bit, playing on their side of the map and just farming some more?
Yeah, they've got Chrono and Supernova, which is such a strong combination.
Yeah.
That was a combo that OG used to wreck with. Remember at Manila Major, I think they took like 2 games off of Liquid with that combo. They're not even really like fully utilizing it either.
No, we haven't seen a single time where he popped the Supernova and forced some heroes around him and get caught by the Chronosphere as a result.
I think that was the first Supernova that we saw like stun and get off.
Yeah.
We saw the one at top, but that one was to try to find Yapzor.
Speaking of him, he's trying to push out bottom lane some more, keep that pressure on the tier 2, open up opportunities for Team Secret to get some kills because they do have such great killing heroes. With the Blink Dagger on the Chaos Knight, they can get on top of somebody and blow them up very quickly. They just haven't found those openings yet because Vici Gaming refused to split up. They are staying around each other almost non-stop.
Yeah, what I'd like Secret to do is deal with this bottom wave. When somebody from Vici goes to take that top farm, you can go for another smoke.
And which way are you going to head with that smoke? You're going to try and catch the...
You smoke to where you have vision.
Okay. Oh, might be able to catch him here. 11 come out. Chronosphere again. And he's got the Centaur outside of pit, so we can follow that stun up with a little bit of extra duration. dominating streak ends up going to Paparazzi for 420 gold. Roshan is available. Vici Gaming, you don't have a great Roche-taking team again, but they are going to go for it again.
I mean, this time around,
It's a little
what was the
bit
difference? Void is not bad at this.
Yeah.
They don't have a Solar Crest, so this is going to take some time, and I think Secret should fight this.
They may not have Chronosphere. They do have Supernova. Actually, Paparazzi coming outside of the pit. Now goes the Shivas initiation from Ori as well, trying to blow up Puppy and the Fiend's Grip in the back line onto Ace. Now, he managed to stop that Fiend's Grip, turns, goes for Old 11 with the BKB, but the Time Walk is going to be able to go off in time, and Ace is already dead. Supernova is going to be able to survive. They're going to be able to get the stun. Mid-1, he's going to die as well. Look at Lanham just jumping forward. He's going to try and find extra heroes.
Here comes the Epicenter from the
tries
top.
to lasso the Epicenter coming in. They're going to try and finish this one up.
It's a lot of damage.
He managed to Time Walk away. Try and activate it. Yapzor and Fada fighting this all by themselves against 5 of Vici Gaming, and it goes about as well as you would expect.
Yeah, they are healthy enough to fight. The Ray from the Phoenix is so effective at countering so much of that damage. They're just going to walk into the Roche pit again. 4 heroes dead on the side of Secret. Lanham, and that was just a great team fight by them. They protect the egg. You saw that the Kunkka wasted the majority of his time just trying to hit the egg. The sleep goes down at the last second. Fada is going to get caught out here. Does not have a BKB. This might be 5 down.
Make
for
that
Secret.
a 5-man wipe. Vici Gaming, 1 up in this best-of-3 elimination series against Team Secret, have now wiped them and are 8K up with a Roshan in their pockets.
Yeah, and I love that they didn't try to commit to finishing the Roche. They just went aggressive on the fight. They push forward. Secret doesn't have the best vision around that area, and that seems to be the key in both games, is that Vici are just out-visioning them. They're playing faster on the map, even though it doesn't take them, they don't get the fastest Roshan. They force the fight out of Secret. And this Phoenix just being this farmed.
And he's so hard to catch out to. He can push some of these waves, but look how tanky he is. You could see Paparazzi, they had the vision on the high ground. He immediately blinks forward. Even if his initiation doesn't work, it sets up the rest of his team to be able to jump in fearlessly. And they just blow up so many heroes. Ace took so long to be able to get off his Phantasm. By the time he turns, Old 11 can just time walk once and his team has already killed Ace.
They didn't even need the chrono for that fight is the scariest part.
Yeah. And here was the
Puppy,
time where they
Invest.
tried to turn with the Epicenter combination, but wasn't ever going to be enough damage to really put in a dent.
Puppy gets the disruption off. This follow-up stun is there.
Burrow Strike, now he does have an Aegis, so Secret don't want to overcommit for this one. They want to poke and prod at him, but now Vici Gaming, they managed to catch the back line already. Mid-1 is in a little bit of trouble as Supernova has gone down. They can't win this fight with the Chronosphere as well as the Fiend's Grip controlling up the 2 cores. Supernova will explode successfully, and now Mid-1, he's already lost Ace, so he's got to get out of here, but the Sun Ray already doing a good amount of damage. Yapzor comes back in with the Epicenter, but still not enough damage to be able to kill any of these heroes from Vici Gaming. Core supports, it doesn't matter. They'll all survive, looking healthy. A tier 2 is up next. Vici Gaming taking all challengers from Secret right now.
They are playing so aggressively. Once they get the numbers advantage, they swarm. You see how decisive they are in the fight. As soon as they win any sort of engagement, they get 1 hero, they all start to rush forward. Look at them go.
Just diving into the fountain
This
if
is what we're talking
necessary.
about.
They're going to take Mid-1 down. Meanwhile, the Bane is refusing to let Fada get back to base so easy. Keeps on sleeping him up while his team
He's
goes
just trying
for
to
the
buy
tier
time.
3s. He knows he doesn't have to do a whole lot here.
He's just battling with Fada, making sure he stays around the area. He's got sleep in a second.
Gets another Nightmare in. And his team about to take racks.
And without Fada there, there's no way for them to clear this. He just continues to battle. The Bane's life for the Bat Riders. This is well worth it for them.
Well, that's one set of racks. They're going to go for more. Straight up to top lane, see if they can actually catch the Chaos Knight while he's so separated from his team. Where's he going on to? He's going to need to TP soon. He's going to try and TP. They need the vision. Not going to be able to get it back over to the base. They've actually gotten the lasso. Maybe Vici Gaming, they've gotten ahead of themselves here. They've separated. They give the free Faceless Void kill away. And now might just lose a fight as well. The blink away from the OD. That'll be some good separation. Secret are still hot in pursuit, and they are going to be able to hit Phoenix. Phoenix, who does not have a dime for another 10 seconds, but they need a little bit more. Now they jump back in with the double damage. Phantasm goes out. They're going to have to fight through this one. Fada stays alive, but no, the tree comes out. Finishes him off, almost kills Puppy as well, but Ace, he just can't seem to do enough damage. He's being chased away with the Supernova as well as the imprisonment. Ace is struggling out here, being kited around by all of Vici Gaming. Epicenter coming back in. It's just not enough. The heal is keeping Ori alive. Yaptor Bro strike through. Doesn't do enough. Vici Gaming wipes Sacred again.
Take number 2. Lanham with that Phoenix is just doing so much. They cannot engage this Phoenix. And now they're going to go for the second Rax. The crowd coming alive. They sense this game number 2.
They can read the game. They know that Secret is all but down and out. They're going to need a miracle to stop Vici Gaming, as they're going to be able to take a second lane of Rax. There is still a mid-tier 2 up. So Vici Gaming, unless they're going to go for Throne here, won't be able to end the game just yet.
Yeah, it's just such a punishing style that they play. This team, they are not content to just get 1 kill. Anybody from Secret shows themselves for half a second, they get picked off. They go for the follow-up immediately, and that's the best part about this team, is they're always looking for the follow-up.
How many times we've seen the Phoenix, the Bane, every single time they're jumping forward, looking for more heroes. Ori's has done it as well.
You've almost got the level 20 on the Phoenix. Looks like he's going to get the Aeon disc.
Ah, good choice with a 500 health talent as well.
Yeah, it's going to make him
just became impossible to take down.
It means that the Batrider, even if he gets a jump, he's always going to get the Supernova off.
Yeah.
And we're seeing how effective this Phoenix is. Lanham says, I'm the most important hero for our team fights. The Sunray is doing too much. The Supernova is too effective. If you can make this greedy 4 position work, it's so good. And once again,
just keep using those Chronospheres, 11. It's working out.
Never stop.
Sand King down. Vici Gaming still need to take that tier 2. They can do it pretty much whenever they want at this point in time. There's no need to rush too much.
Yeah. And we have yet to see Secret start the fight. The Pope.
Anything to stop the push. It's not going to be able to catch all the creeps, though, so tier 2 is still exposed.
11 doesn't have the chrono, but with the numbers advantage alone, this is still going to prompt them to play aggressively. They grab the tier 2 tower. They're going to go for the shrine.
Who does Fada initiate on?
It's complicated because I would have said the Phoenix before the Aeon disc pickup. At this point, it's almost certainly the Phoenix that you have to start the fight on. But I don't even know where the follow-up damage comes from. And it feels like Puppy's hero is a non-factor at this point.
Yeah.
Like, the Bane is doing so much in these engagements.
Well, we're going to see it be a real non-factor. Long dive in with the Supernova already gone out. And they can protect it anytime they want if necessary. Ori is ready to go with that Avalanche. Supernova explodes. Now the buyback's coming out. They're going to immediately swarm in and take out the Bane. Hold 11. He's going to be slowed down as well. Time walk, but he got hit by the X. So he's going to be pulled back into Ace with all those illusions out. This is a loss for Vici Gaming. They have to give up on this fight. A buyback already out. Oh no, Phoenix. He's actually Yule Sceptered out. Lotus Orb goes down. Ori turns, tries to kill the hero. Disruption save. It's going to be out for Yaptor. Enough time for him to be able to get the Burrow Strike away. Now it's going to be the OD who's targeted here. Bursts it down pretty easily. Secret, keep on pushing forward. Look for more heroes.
They need everybody
and that's
here.
Be Lanham. He may not have an Aeon disc anymore, and so he is an easy pickup. The buyback from the Faceless Void may have just exposed Vici Gaming a little bit.
Look at that gold dip. And they were leading by so much, but even with that, still a 22K lead, but that is nearly 6,000 gold exchanged.
And 14,000 experience, too.
That is an absurd number.
So
Puppy's almost going to get his level 20 as a result of that. Same with Yapsor.
Might be decent levels. Do we have any, like, big level 25? I mean, we've got level 20 for the Chaos Knight, which just picked up, which he hasn't decided yet. Okay, he goes for the Pierce's Spell Immune, so he can grab and pull back these heroes like the Void when he tries to time walk away.
The other one's the GPM, right?
Yeah, 150.
I don't know if he thinks that the game is going to potentially last that long. We're going to see the replay here.
The X, perfect timing there, right as he was about to time walk out.
Yeah, Paparazzi moved so far forward.
And it was at this point that we have the buyback out from the Void, but all he has to TP to is a Shrine. at the bottom lane.
Yeah. There's a small glimmer of hope, though, that I
Yes.
could see Secret still winning this game. But it starts with catching the Void.
Yeah.
Now you have a clear Batrider target.
Lanham, the last one dead in that engagement. Now Vici Gaming, they got to play a little bit careful. Before, it felt like their game was 100% theirs. Now there's just that 1% chance of error. If they manage to get a dieback on that Void, Secret might be able to build up a little bit of momentum here. So they're going to smoke up, play for a pickoff first. They know that they may have blown a buyback, but so has Secret. Both their supports bought back in the last engagement. And you would not be too upset with a kill on that Sand King, that's for sure.
Yeah, they're waiting to catch anybody. They would commit the chrono to just catch the Void at this point. Get any target that doesn't have the buyback.
They don't find anything, but they don't force it either. Now they're going to swoop on to the bottom lane, deal with Fada, split pushing. Might just be able to catch him, but he blinks away.
And he is going far. The chrono. Well,
all right. 11, when we said, go ahead, throw it. It's not quite what I envisioned, but, you know.
My dude's got no fear. He's not reading Twitch chat. There's no Reddit in China. He doesn't care. He's just going to throw those out.
Well, from what I hear, the China viewers are even more savage.
He doesn't read that either.
Yeah, he's like, nope, no forums for me.
Offlaners can't read social media.
Level 25's coming in for Vici Gaming. Paparazzi just picked up his. We also had Ori getting the toss charges.
I can't believe he just keeps throwing those out. That was so optimistic.
I mean, he knew the Batrider had a gem
He was like in
too,
the area.
so
Still, that you die, you live by the old 11, you die by the.
listen, Blitz, you miss 100% of chronospheres, you don't shoot, you know?
Yeah. They know Roshan is up. That's why Secret smoked up. Trying to make a play aggressively into this. This is probably one of their better opportunities to catch Vici. They know there's no chrono. That's the bigger part. Fada's play at bottom put them in a position where they could still potentially win this. He's now Fireflight up.
Fada starts looking. Now it's a little bit hard. There's a Shrine. There's also a Phoenix on the front lines who has that Aeon Disc, so he's a hard target to go for first.
Yeah, it's that Phoenix that...
Meanwhile, you have bottom lane pushing in. It's already hitting the tier 4s. So there's no doubt about it. Vici Gaming knows what's happening here.
Yeah, they should confirm every suspicion that they have.
And as soon as somebody defends, do they go for the Roche themselves?
Oh, that is a tier 4 that went down. That is an exposed throne now. Puppy's trying to deal with it, but he's not having the easiest time.
These siege creeps.
Doing their work. Secret, they still know that this is a fight. They can't give up the Aegis.
Yeah, they're going to try and defend this in a 4 versus 5.
You don't want to jump on the feet. Look,
they don't want to go for the Phoenix. You can see Fada.
He's so far forward.
Yeah.
He wants them to go on him.
Begging them, Fada, please lasso me. Pull me into the Chaos Knight. See what happens.
Yeah, Fada, though, is not.
Or he's going to come outside of the pit, see if he can actually catch some heroes, and he does. He managed to catch Fada. BKB activated lasso, so not going to survive very long.
From the top.
And there goes the Supernova. Secret are not targeting that. They've already locked inside the Chronosphere, so that will be a successful explosion. And Ace is already down to half HP with the Firefly on him. He is definitely dead. Now more. They're going to get the sleep onto mid one, down to half HP with just the OD ultimate. Another imprisonment. Meanwhile, on the back line, Fada's already dead. Aladdin catches him. Mid one. Body blocked up by Lanham. Giving Paparazzi full swing. Multiple buybacks here.
You have to
Gem
win this
on
fight.
The deck. Ace.
There's
He's going
so
to be
many
caught.
heroes.
He does not have any allies near him. Scythe up. That's a dieback. Secret. Where's the hope? Vici Gaming.
They're spamming time.
There is just about to 2-0 Team Secret. No doubt they were the underdogs coming into this one, even if we said this was going to be the closest match of the day. I'm not sure how many people expected them to just 2-0 Secret like this. They're going to go in for one final fight. Vici Gaming, though, they are going to stomp Secret out of this one. The boat comes in, hits Fenrir. Mid one, having a hard time just dealing with the support. And now Big Daddy 11 is here. He's going to start beating on mid one, forcing him out of that one. The long dive in with the Shiva's back, trying to get away with the BKB. Fada's not going to make it out. They'll fight to the bitter end. Mid one, the last man down before Secret are out of the DAC.
Wow. And you can tell that the Chinese crowd have been waiting to cheer for anyone, really.
They've been here all day waiting to get some cheers in.
Yeah, they'll take it. They're like, I guess we're Vici Gaming fans now.
Yep, and this has got to be the biggest win for them.
Oh, Vici. And to end the day, salvaging things for China Dota. And it's going to be at Secret's expense. Secret looks so strong coming into this tournament, winning the Dream League Minor without dropping a single game. But DAC will end as a disappointment for them. As we now have our table set, we are out of the breakout stage.
Yep. Unfortunately, these 4 teams that got eliminated today will not have the opportunity to go to that lower bracket. Vici Gaming, though, alongside LGD. These are the hopes for China here at the DAC. It's been a fantastic day. This closes out our series. Back to the panel to wrap everything up.
Thank you very much. Yes, well done to Vici Gaming. They do carry the hopes of China out of the breakout stage and into the main event itself as the only team to qualify. Not quite China #1 yet, but it was much better in series #4. And Team Secret, disappointingly, the Dream League champions from a couple of weeks ago, are out of the events. No DPC points for them. Our panel are here to break things down and review the day. Lacoste, they're back.
Yeah, I didn't expect this to happen. Vici Gaming played really well in this game. Young 11, again, he was not afraid of using Chrono. Just one-man Chrono, so they secure a kill and go from there. They're not afraid of taking these fights. Also, I got to give credit, again, to Paparazzi. He played amazingly. A couple of clutch saves, again, coming out from that Astral. At one point, I think, let me just check real quickly, Nahaz tweeted something that game for 30 minutes was pretty even, and then in 7 minutes, there was 20k gold lead plus 15 extra kills for Vici Gaming, which is pretty huge.
Yeah, and Winter, we were watching in different locations, but we came together around the mid-game, and what did we say about mid-game with Vici Gaming? It's usually their dodgy period. They did make a mistake in that, but it didn't cost them the game in the end.
They had like a really good laning phase. That was like one of the few foundations that they had that
which we didn't expect them to have, did we?
They made their mid game so strong because they won their lane somehow. The bear either loses his lane against the Void. Top lane, the tri lane, the aggro lane with the Phoenix wins as well.
Yep.
Middle lane, it was kind of like a 50-50 wash. I might like put a slight edge towards the OD because he did have a slight advantage. But all in all, they did well across about all the lanes. That was impressive.
Yeah, it was. Jack, and this is the Vici Gaming we saw a month ago when they played in Katowice.
Yeah, and this isn't the Secret that we saw 1 game ago. We all thought that Secret played better in that first game, but you starting with that fight just now with the, it looked almost like a pub game, right? You have like the Kunkka hitting the egg, you have someone else on the front lines trying to fight, you have 2 people behind him trying to run. It looked very, at some point, looked very uncoordinated against, again, they gave maybe a little bit more space and time than we expected to a combo lineup for the combos to actually come online in like a good game state, right? And then at some point they just fell apart. I mean, everyone, they looked to be on different pages. Vici's mission in some of these fights was very clear, except for that little sequence near the end in the mid where they kind of went in 1 by 1. It just, I don't know, it looked like Secret just fell apart at some point this game.
Yeah, we might see more Phoenixes being picked up. This game clearly shows why, especially with a hero like a Void. He can use aggressive egg, but if Chrono is not used, they can't really hit it. Tiny is the one who's initiating the fights, and when the fight starts, there's an aggressive egg, so they're afraid to actually group up, so it's more of a zoning. It deals damage, but it's more of a zoning tool.
I think if they picked this kind of lineup against EG or Liquid in this current state, I think they would get absolutely demolished. So, I don't know. It's kind of a, it's really, like I said, when you're a counter-picking team, things can be real inconsistent at times.
That said, if you'd known the lineup heading into this game and said, these guys are about to use this lineup and play Secret, you'd have probably said, oh, they're going to get smashed.
Yeah, that is what the prediction was. Yeah, yeah.
So you know, that just shows you they can play against stuff like that. Scoreboard on screen right now showing a very disappointing end to Team Secret's DAC. It has run its course, and they are out of the tournament. Congratulations to Vici Gaming. They have made their way through to the main event proper on the back of a 14-1-14 carry from Ori, as well as a fantastic another game from Old 11. I mean, we were talking about the Void because, you know, when it's Void or Enigma or one of those style of players, you always want to do the 4-man or the 3-man or whatever. didn't really happen for them. But the one-mans were a fine. Apparently, we've got an interview coming in, and Jack, we're going to need your interpretation skills, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure.
漂亮。我想问一下，因为你们也是今天最后一个 BO3，也是唯一一个中国队战胜国外队的。你们在打这场比赛之前有没有觉得压力很大或者很紧张？
我们打之前心情都挺平静的吧，因为前面3个兄弟队都走了，我们再走一个也没什么压力。
So there's not too much pressure left on us, I guess, for the last one.
前面3个兄弟都走了，我们跟着一起走了。
So all three gone, and we follow them. It's not too bad, right?
队一起走的。那么这场比赛能够获胜的关键，你觉得是什么？
What do you think was the key to victory for you guys?
实力还是怎么样？
关键在于我们自己调整好状态吧，因为
us
之前比赛
reverting
我
our
们
form.
心不是很齐，然后这次比赛打得
We
比
didn't
较
feel
团
too
结，
great before.
就胜率比较大吧。
好，感觉也
This
是
time
队
we
伍
were
的
able
状
to
态打得
adjust,
越来越好，
return to
今
our
天也是
previous
给
good
我们
form.
展现了这个非常厉害、非
So
常
we're
好
able to
的
go back
状
there and
态。
play very
那
well,
么明
on a strong
天你们还
performance.
即将，或者
Tomorrow,
后天你们还即将迎战 TNC
or you'll play
Protector。
against
那么
TNC.
这支战队也是一支非常强劲的
It's
战队，
obviously a
你们
pretty
是
good
否认
team.
为你们还有这样的
Do you
实力
think
跟运气去战
You
胜？
still have this same kind of
我们当然
luck and form
能
and
跟他
circumstance.
们较一较劲吧，我们就打好自己的。
We just got to
好，
focus
也
on playing our
是
game
十分
as
感
well as
谢
we
你接受
can.
我们的采访，希望你们能够啃下
Thanks for
TNC
the
这块
interview.
骨头，好吧
Hope？you
来，我
can
们接下来还是
take
一
a bite
样
out
的
of
是一个
TNC as
微
well.
博战队应援的活动。那我们有请 Ori 来
Next
为
up
我
is
们幸运
the
的观众
Weibo
签上
giveaway.
Ori 的名
Lucky
字，
fan
然后
is
把
gonna
这件
get
衣服
this
呢送
jacket
给
signed
来到
by
现场的
you.
支持 VG 的粉
Thanks
丝。来，
fans
我
for
们
your
拿起来
support.
展示一下这个衣服。先不要急着
Take a
抽
look at
奖啊，
this.
很着急把这个衣服送出去。好，我们看这里是 Ori 亲笔签名的一件 DAC
Ori
亚洲邀请赛
personally
2018的一
DAC
件
2018
外套。
jersey.
那么这个外套也会送给我们现场的幸运观众。来，
So one
这
lucky
是所
fan
有在
in the
官博
audience
上
will
面
get
支持
this.
过
And
VG 的
well,
粉丝。
you
我们看
guys
一下
know
这
what's
位
going
获
on
奖
now.
的是
Yeah, I think we've got
看
this,
台
Jack.
118
I
区
think
30排
we've figured this
29
bit out now.
看台118区30排。
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Jack, for translation. We didn't really learn an awful lot from that, other than, yeah, they're going to try and play with a bit more luck tomorrow. We were talking about the chronos and the fact that, yeah, we love watching these chronos, 4-man chronos, 5-man, whatever. But actually, if you're spending the entire game waiting for one of those moments, you see maybe one good one in the whole game. Is it not more efficient to do it the way that Old 11 did it in this game, and you just keep picking off one guy at a time and reducing their team fight ability?
It's good, but it could actually backfire because of the buybacks now. So we see a lot more buybacks. But that's why Void is not played as position 1 hero, because you have that one tool that you're relying on. If he doesn't hit 2-3 man chronos, you're going to lose a fight. That's why he's put in 1 versus 1 scenarios. Most of the time EG does that as well. They gave Sumail this Void, so he built into utility items Blink so he can land the good chronos. 1-2 man good chrono. If they have a follow-up, it's going to be fight 3 versus 5, and they're not afraid to take that fight anymore.
Okay. Ori, 14-1 and 14. Is he your MVP?
Yep, he played really well. That game had a really, really good start. 11 minutes, 12 minutes. Shadowblade very, very early, put a lot of pressure on the enemy team. Just did well throughout. Really solid play from his Tiny.
I'd probably give it to Lanham this game, but I mean, yeah, Ori did have a pretty solid game. It was important that, as Winter said, he get a good start out of lanes and he create that tempo when the Void is not there with the ult, because you don't want to be too dependent on the ult, as Lacoste said. It opens you up to buybacks. It opens you up to timings where they can just push at you and do whatever they want because your ult is down. We saw Old 11 with a kind of whiffed Chronosphere mid. Like, those things just inevitably happen.
Yep.
And you can't have that be disastrous. You need someone else who can also start fights and put pressure on, and that's what this Tiny did this game.
Okay, Ori is your MVP for this particular one. Why don't we take a look at the bracket for you and show you exactly how the breakout teams will make it into the main event. On the left-hand side, you'll see Evil Geniuses started us off with the day with a 2-0 victory over Locals Newbie to go through and face LGD in the quarterfinals of the upper bracket. Liquid moved on so that they can then drop to the lower bracket, presumably because they play Virtus Pro and they've been absolutely invincible so far. Optic Gaming, they moved on as well with a 2-0 convincing win over Invictus Gaming. They'll take on Mineski on the other side of the bracket. And their brothers from the SEA region, TNC, will now face Vici Gaming. Things are falling into place for TNC, aren't they? They got out of the groups by finishing in the top 2 on the last day of tiebreakers. And they now get Vici Gaming in the last 8.
Very good matchup for them, I would say.
Yes.
One team,
I mean, I wasn't disparaging Vici. I was just saying it's a very good matchup for TNC. Secret would have been a whole different game for TNC, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they've been known as the Chinese Team Assassins. I think they're 3-1 against Chinese teams at this event.
Yep.
I don't recall if they lost to Vici or not, but contrast in styles as well. But obviously, like the speed with which they play, I think if Vici continues to have these greedy, slow drafts, I don't think they'll get past TNC. So.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Got lots of good games to look forward to tomorrow. All 4 of those tomorrow as well. So can't wait.
They all look good. I dare to say that actually SCA kind of plays the fastest Dota right now, besides Virtus Pro. Like they're so fast. What do you mean? Thanks, bro. You lose your pub in 12 minutes. That's it. Fast Dota.
And that seems like an appropriate time to close the show. Thank you very much, gentlemen. We are going to head off for our break this evening, of course, overnight. Thank you for tuning in wherever you've tuned in from around the world. Hope you've enjoyed the first day of the main event. It has been a very good day as far as Western Dota is concerned. Not quite a perfect day, but China is still in the hunt as we head towards the quarterfinals of the upper bracket, which are all coming your way tomorrow. We'll see you for day 2 of the main event then.
Da 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 da.